Hey, welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing today? We got a couple complaints to do today. Let's see. I was at a Flying J by Gallup, New Mexico the other day, about 5 in the morning. My wife goes in to get some orange juice. The lady was, I don't know, maybe she was on the rag or something, I guess. Told her she couldn't be in there without a mask. It's mandatory. That was kind of stupid. That's my opinion.
My opinion was I was pissed.
Wife wasn't very happy when she came back out in the truck. Didn't get her orange juice until later on that day. We got into Arizona. Which, that's where we're at now. Like Mayor, Arizona, or whatever the hell it is, I don't know. Anyway, we're outside of Phoenix, about an hour away from Phoenix, doing a 34 reset. There was a sign, New Mexico, saying for local people can only have 2 people and per vehicle. Think about that. 2 people per vehicle. So if that's your personal vehicle now. Now if you're a husband and your wife and you got 2 kids, you gotta leave your kids at home. Wouldn't that be kind of like child neglect? So you and your wife can't go out and do anything like go get groceries and leave the kids at home. That's child neglect. And you can't take kids with you to go to the store to buy groceries or wherever you're going. So one of you guys have to stay home with the kids. Yeah, I thought that was kind of stupid. Maybe that's just... seen this deal on Facebook about this lady in Oregon trying to open up her salon so she can feed her family, you know. $14,000 fine, and they threatened to take her kids away. We're trying to support her family. I think that's overdoing it, don't you? Huh? Do they want a revolution in this fucking state, or in this country again? Revolution. Don't ask me why I said revolution. Well, what's going to happen is people are going to get tired of this shit. I'm already tired of it. And I'm a truck driver. You know, we can't sit down and have a hot meal because, you know, we might cough. Well, you know, smokers cough. That's just what happens. So, I hear there was a 6.8 earthquake there in Nevada. Thursday, I think it was. Around over around over by the Reno and all that, just south of Reno or something. Let's throw some prayers out for them guys. Make sure everything's all right over there. I know I'm a little late on that, but been a little busy. Now we stopped in overnighted at Milan, New Mexico, at the Petro out there. Now, this is where I get a little ticked off. Okay? The restaurant's not open at the Petro for us to eat. Truck drivers. Okay? We can't eat there. But the people that are working there can walk around without a mask on. It's supposed to be mandatory in New Mexico to wear a mask anywhere, right? But that don't make sense to me. Now, we stopped in New Mexico, got fuel. Like I said, at about 5 in the morning, and a lady wanted to bitch my wife for not wearing a mask to get orange juice. But we stopped in Milan, what the hell is it? Milan. I call it Milan. I don't know what they call it. Milan, I guess. I don't know. But we stopped there at the Petro, like I said, and you don't have to wear a mask. Same state. I know. All depends on what the mayors want, right? You can't say it's mandatory across the state then. Just saying. Let's see. My wife wrote some stuff down for me to talk about today. So, let's see. We have Orlando, Florida. 2 guys go into a Target, if I remember right, to, I don't know, I guess buy groceries or whatever. Wasn't wearing a mask, so the security guards escorted them out. Yeah. Florida's open, people. Georgia's open. They've been open for a while. I don't know if Mississippi is not. I know, okay, Mississippi was opening when we were down there the last time. But, what I'm saying is, okay, they got in an argument, okay, and looked like one guy went to the hospital. One of the security guards, which, you know, I know you're doing your job, but hey, don't kick somebody out of a store because they ain't wearing a fucking mask. You know, that, is it mandatory in Florida? I don't think it is. Okay? It's open. That means you can go in there. It's just crazy, you know? Just crazy. Now back to the Milan in New Mexico, there's a little diner across the street from the Petro, right? That's the only place you can eat unless you like Indian food. They have that across the street too. Those 2 are open, but the Petro can't be open to feed us. That don't make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you guys. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend eating at the WOW, is what the diner's called. W-O-W. It shouldn't be W-O-W. It should be shit, you know. Because what it was, I got a chicken dinner, a 3-piece chicken dinner. Okay? Now, I don't know if you guys know it, but there's a thing of chicken that's in a box. You usually get it at Aldi's or Sam's Club, something like that, right? That's what it tastes like. Okay? That's what it tasted like. My wife had the fettuccine Alfredo. You know, she said it tasted like it came out of a box. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that place. And you know, I mean, we had to eat there. There wasn't nowhere else to eat. It was either that or Indian food, and I can't stand Indian food. So I think it's that seasoning stuff they put on it. I just don't like that. One, it's too spicy for me, but some people like it, you know. I don't know if that one's any good because I didn't eat there, like I said. For the diner, the prices was way off for what they were selling. I'll put it that way. You had to call to order your food. You couldn't go in to order it, which is weird because when you pick it up, you can go in to get it. Yeah. Nice little cafe looking place, you know, but if you're gonna have a nice looking place like that, at least learn how to cook. Okay? That's all I'm asking. Let's see. Oh, there was a guy in LA. Was there a guy in LA? Oh, I had this all flipped over. Alright, let's retract this. Orlando, Florida was a guy pulled a gun on someone over an argument caused the other one wasn't wearing a mask. That's what Orlando, Florida was. Sorry about that. One guy was wearing a mask, the other guy wasn't. I think it was Starbucks. He was getting a coffee or something. Yeah, but it was a Starbucks inside the grocery store. If I remember right. But okay, guy pulls a gun on this guy because he wasn't wearing a mask. Like I said, Florida's open, guys. It's not making any sense. Why are we doing this? Okay. Now the fight with the guards, that was LA. Okay. That was Los Angeles. I had them backwards. Sometimes I can't read straight, you know. Yeah, so that's it. That's yeah. That's all she wrote down, but she just reminded me of the young lady in Texas too. She owns the salon out there, if I recall, and she was opening it up so her family can eat and her employees could make some money so they could feed their family. What's wrong with that picture? Nothing. Okay? I think she got 7 days in jail. She gonna face fines or whatever if she don't apologize to the judge. Fuck the judge. The judge is no, it wasn't nothing about the government. No, that was the judge. So the judge is a leftist piece of shit. Okay? Apparently he forgot what the law was. He can't make up the law when he wants to. She has the right to work. That's what freedom is about. You know? That's why we're free. We have the right to do shit that other countries will not allow you to do. Okay? That's why we're here in America. That's why we got away from Europe those years ago. Because we did not want any of that shit. We wanted to be free. And now you guys are letting the leftists try to turn us into a socialist country. A communist country. Trying to take our rights away. You know, they're still trying to take our Second Amendment away. Which ain't gonna happen. You know, I own guns myself. They're not taking my guns. I'm sorry. So, if you, what they're trying to do now is, if you're bipolar, they're trying to pass it to where?
It's depression, but mental disease.
You want help? if you're bipolar or depressed or any of that stuff, and you have your carrier's permit, okay, they're trying to pass the law to where you lose that and you have to lose your guns as well. Okay. I don't know how they can change that. That's still messing with the Second Amendment, isn't it? I mean, I understand if you're fucking nuts and you're trying to kill somebody. I get it. You shouldn't have a gun. And I'm not condoning that whatsoever, okay? But that's still your Second Amendment right. What? Shut the fuck up.
I'm just pitching. Very furious.
So, you know, with the people like Oregon, people like Texas. Texas is a great state, don't get me wrong. It's a whole other country. Had my right or my way, that's where I'd be living.
Nope.
But my wife is anti-Texas. So, other thing, let's see. I'll ask you guys a certain question here. Does anybody else have this Rand McNally GPS? Just kind of curious. I go by the routing that my GPS gives me. Excuse me. And my company's always off on the miles. You know, like we drove from Cloquet, Minnesota down here to Phoenix, and I was supposed to deliver Friday, but I didn't get out of Superior, Wisconsin, where our terminal is, because the piece of shit truck was in the shop until 7-8 hours later, which is stupid. That's a whole nother story. So I didn't get down here until Friday afternoon, I guess. But anyway, they said the miles was 1,750 exact miles from Cloquet to down to Phoenix to where I have to go. Now my GPS, because I got it set up on the fastest route, the GPS told me it was 1,868 miles. So I'm wondering if you guys have the same problem with y'all's, or I've already updated mine, which I might have to do again. I don't know. I usually try to do it once a month to see if it needs updated, which I update it, which is weird. I'll update it and it still ain't, it don't coincide with the new speed limit or anything. You know, like if you go through Oklahoma on the 2-lane highways, I think it's 65 through there. My GPS will say 55. Or, you know, if I'm going through some other place, it'll tell me that I'm off on my miles, you know. Kind of weird. I don't know. But anyway, we can't, guys, we can't let the government tell us what to do. You know, I'm sorry. We're the ones that put them in office. We can take them out of office. Okay? And that's what they're there for, is to help us. Not for them to sit there and get rich. That's not the point. Well, we just find out that General Flynn was screwed over by his own government, by our own president,
Ex-president.
fancy ass Obama.
Ex-president.
Okay, ex-president. I apologize. He knew all about it. He's the one that started it. So, let me ask you guys a question. Would that be treason? You remember what happened when, back in the old days when treason was really bad, You just got shot by a firing squad. I think that ought to come back. There's a lot of people that need to be in that line. I'm not saying anything about or condoning murder, okay? I'm just saying. You guys complained and whined and cried about waterboarding. I don't see where there was anything wrong with it. We got a lot of information that way. Bring it back. Okay, if you're scared of waterboarding, then apparently you shouldn't be the one doing it. You think the other governments in the other countries are going to sit there and say, oh, the United States stopped doing it, so we better stop too? It don't work that way. Come on, people, get it together. Yeah. We're getting weak. That's what it is. We're getting weak. We're letting a new generation come in and take over. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. In 1976, there was somebody, I can't remember who it was, they said this was going to happen. And they were right. They were definitely right about it. So, I think we need to watch out what we're doing. Everybody wonders, is this the part in the Revelations, the book of Revelations in the Bible? Is it starting to come true? I don't think so. I think we got a long way to go before that happens. But if we keep letting it go like this, it's going to happen. We need to get rid of Pelosi. We need to get rid of Nadler. We need to get rid of Shifty. Shifty ought to go to fucking prison. That's where he needs to go. You talk about treason, there you go, right there. I can never remember that other lady's name. She's out of California too. But yeah, she needs to retire too. But and there's other people too. I'm not just fighting with them. There's other people, AOC, that needs to learn how to read the Constitution. Then you got Omar Sharif, or whatever fuck her name is, up in Minnesota, that needs to go back to wherever the hell she came from, India or wherever. You guys already know that story, to where she married her brother just to come over to the United States. I mean, come on. You notice you ain't hearing crap out of her right now, because she's being investigated. Which is a good thing. I'm glad. Now, another thing, too. I'm not sitting here, condoning Bernie Sanders. I can't stand that guy. Okay? He's a senator out of, Vermont or somewhere like that? An idiot? That's what he is. He's a socialist. He's a fucking idiot is what he is. But, okay? He was pushed out by the Democrats. Twice. And I ain't talking about, rightly pushed out. He was forced out twice. Back in 2016, he was forced out, which I'm glad he didn't win. I'm not saying he should have. I'm happy with the president we got now. But what I'm saying is, there shouldn't be a government that could push somebody out like they do Sanders every time he runs. Even though he's a socialist idiot, he should still have the right to do whatever the hell he's doing. He wants to blow his money like that, let him blow his damn money. Who cares? He's not going to win anyway. you guys want female president, female vice president, find somebody else. Come on, we don't want Obama's wife in there. We don't want fucking Clinton in there. And that's the little secret that's going around that they're going to sneak in, you know, right about the end of the elections. And old Biden's just going to fade away and them two are going to come in. Or he's going to stay and one of them are going to run for his vice presidency. We don't need them in here. Trust me. Obama's wife didn't want to be in office in the first place the last time she was there. Okay? And we sure in the hell don't want Obama anywhere near Washington again. He was a disgrace. He's the worst freaking president we ever had in this whole damn country. You know, he sold us out. That's what he did. He sold us out. Remember that little clip? I don't know if you guys remember it. The little clip, him and a Russian, he was talking to a Russian dude. He had more pull when he got reelected. Let the reelection go by, they had more pull. What do you think that was about? Just ask. But yeah, if you guys want a female, well then get a fucking female that's actually going to run and make some sense. Not some idiot like Obama's wife that don't even want to be around Washington. You definitely don't want Hillary Clinton. She needs to be in fucking jail. I'm just saying. Think about how many people's died because of the Clintons. Just say it. Look at Epstein. Everybody said he killed himself. He didn't kill himself. Somebody paid somebody to kill him. I'm just saying. That kind of went underneath the carpet, didn't it? Real quick. Really quick. They kind of threw that underneath the carpet. They didn't want anybody else to talk about it. Another thing, CNN, MSNBC, why are they still on the air? They're fucking liars anyway. I mean, if you believe what they got to say, you're fucking stupid as they are. They're fake news, guys. I'm not saying that because Trump says it. The only thing you gotta do is just listen to it. I go and I listen to Fox, and I'm not, I'm not a favorite of Fox either. But I like them a lot better than I do CNN and MSNBC. You know, at least they tell half-assed truth, you know what I'm saying? But I listen to a lot of stuff, and then I'll go back and I'll watch something off of CNN. And then I'll go back and I'll rewatch what either Trump said or somebody else said that they're totally lying about, right? Now, if I could figure out how to put both of them together on one screen and show you guys who's lying and who isn't, I would do it. But I'm not that tech savvy, okay? Or I would do it. I would definitely do it. Oh, I would show you guys who's lying and who's telling the truth. Simple as that. So what we need to do, we need to stand up for ourselves in this country. Open back up and show these fucking idiots out there that we know what we're doing. It's that simple, guys. Let's get this open back up. Let's bring this economy back up to where it was, you know, before it crashed. Let's show the leftists here that we don't need them. We don't want them. Let's run them out of the country if we have to. Okay? Let's get all the deep state out of here, too. We don't need them running our country. We can run it just fine. You guys have a good one. Keep your faith up. God bless you.